I'm on the Empire State Trail, West Rome, maybe 300 yards west of the Fort Bull Waste Weir. I was down here looking at something, and since I'm down here, let's take a look at the Wood Creek Culvert, bid number 15. Awesome culvert. There's 3 really large, fantastic culverts on this section. And this section is part of the 36-mile Old Erie Canal Historic State Park. Really cool place. Pretty much all the canal remains, maybe 99.9% of the canal in this 36-mile stretch remains. This one right here being the least watered. It wasn't part of the feeder system. So right there is Wood Creek. That's the water that comes out of the Enlarged Erie Canal at the Waste Weir. And it'll meet up with the rest of Wood Creek that comes out of that culvert. So there used to be a big old tree that was falling across where you could get over to the other side, and I see that's gone. Look at that culvert. All 3 of the before mentioned, they all have their own characteristic and style. They don't look the same. All 3 are said to be 12 feet wide. I'm gonna have to measure that to make sure, because it might be an optical illusion, but they look different. This one has these really big wing walls, almost like an armchair. See a little bit of damage on the western side. Being that I was just on the towpath, I'm on the north side over here. The Clinton's Ditch crossing for Wood Creek was right there, just past that mound of stones. It was curvy, and it curved right here around Wood Creek. My theory is, because it was also an aqueduct instead of a culvert, my theory is that was done in order to keep the navigation open, because remember, this was navigational. Had, I believe, 7 wood locks. Dams. And just on the other side of this, that's why I think Clinton's Ditch went around it. Just on the other side was a lock and dam. The Enlarged Erie Canal, 1850s, it was straightened in this section, and it just plowed right through there, straight as an arrow. A lot of times it's dry in there. If it was, I was going to go over to the south side. Well, let's see if I can get a better look over here. You see how it branches out here? That's right where the Clinton's Ditch aqueduct crossed. I think you can see it. There's a mound right here. I think that's the towpath berm, because the towpath over here was on the south side. I'm almost certain it is. It's too bad that tree's gone. So that would be right about where the prison was for Clinton's Ditch. You see the mound, the decompression right over there is north side. And look at this. I've long felt that that's part of a pier for Clinton's Ditch. I've been told that there was drainage down here, the city drainage. And that's what that is. It looks too nice. So if that is what it is, you can see there's something, well, you probably can't, but there's a pipe in the bottom. It looks like a concrete pipe just barely below the water sticking out. I think they might have put that there. Or maybe it's just aqueduct stone, but where it's located, that would be perfect for some wing wall or part of a pier. But I think a lot of the stone probably went into this. See the size of the stones, the color, the quality. They're quite similar to that stone I just showed you on the other side of the creek. So that's Wood Creek, and there's the historic Wood Creek channel. That's just the water flowing out of the Waste Weir, but they reconnect right here. Enlarged Erie Canal, Wood Creek Culvert, number 15.